We really have no idea.
None.
Not at all.
None. I am Mick the Crippler Doherty.
Yeah,
That's Steve the Boy Wonder Nyquist. And we
you're
have
right.
really no idea.
In all
None.
the glory. Boy,
Welcome everyone to the show.
like, subscribe, make an excuse why you're not doing it, and leave it below. Boy, I tell you what, we had some heartbreak in the fantasy football this week, did we not?
Yeah, I'm pointing at me.
Yeah,
Um, I just can't seem to catch a break myself. I think we had
yeah,
one absentee person, so
sure. I mean,
that's a
you
rough
could,
score that they left behind. But hey, things in life happen, and you know, so we won't slag on that person too much. We'll review it, but we'll be kind.
yeah, but we
I mean,
can just
we'll
talk
we'll
about,
we'll we'll hammer on me. Uh,
yeah,
I
you got your ass kicked.
I had to go up against the commissioner.
Yeah, who's pretty much a ringer, at who was sitting at 2-2, mind you. 2-2. Yeah.
I just can't get my guys to perform. Every
Performance
week
anxiety at the
underperforming
end at the beginning of
every
the week.
week.
Yeah, it
So
happens. No,
anyway,
I'm
would we
sorry.
like to?
I don't know. What do you want to do? How do you want to roll today, Mick? How do you want
I,
to roll?
you
What do you
know,
want to talk about first?
seems like we could. I maybe we could recover. We could cover last week's wins losses. Maybe
We
move
could.
into some player news. Cover
That,
next week's matchups.
that
Hit the
sounds
pick 'em.
perfect. It's so
Okay.
basically the same format that we've used uh, for forever. I was
why
hoping you would finish, mix it up a little bit, but that's
why
all. Let's do it.
why mess with a winner? You
Yeah,
know.
I hear you. Why
Um.
try to mess with perfection? Uh,
So let me see
let's
if I
get
can
to
get
that.
my act together here.
Good. If you, excuse me, if you just scroll up from there, I think you can just scroll up from that and see the game log, or open up your team. Go to
Wait,
your
am I
team
on
there
the?
at the top. Here, I'll show you. Go to your team there at the top where it says my team. No, not that one.
You
There
said
you
my
go.
team.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry. Oh, you have a different view. Maybe I have the ultimate view because I'm the commissioner. I don't know.
Could be. Would you like to take over?
God, I really don't want to be in charge of anything today, given how things are. You go right back to what you were. So,
Yeah.
um, I really didn't think I was going to win this game. I have to be straight up honest with you. I didn't think I was going to win. I thought we were going to be tied at 2-2. I thought that's what, or 2-3, or whatever score it was. Um, but hey, I was able to pull it out. Um,
Yeah. Tough
got
beat for the mixture here.
I
Um,
got lucky. At boot,
uh, I once again, just
a couple guys didn't show up. I think
yeah, I took the
um,
recommendation and I sat Zay Flowers. I went, okay, well, I guess I'll
oh,
give Alvin Kamara one more shot, and JCM down here has a really good day. So I'm not sure it would have made much of a difference. I needed what 62 points, 63 points. Yeah, I got
we're
I
going to
got
go ahead and
another
not do that again. Yeah.
I got another whooping. I'm 1-4 for the season.
Well, there's one of the benefits of being the commissioner is that you can offer up consulting to any of the managers. So if you'd like me to review your
I
lineup
got a
before you
little
go in,
consultation, huh? Yeah. All
if you
right.
would like me to
Okay.
review your lineup before
Yeah,
you
I
post
see
it
how
on
that's working.
Thursday, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Um,
All right. What do you got next? Which one? Oh,
then Grass
Grass
Wonder and
Wonder,
the Rebels.
Rebels. Yeah, this
Uh,
one's a little disappointing because Tiffany got pulled aside and she had four openings on her lineup. So,
yeah,
the Rebels got a free one.
this one's rough. Yeah. So
Rebels got a free one.
Schlesny, yeah, that's tough. A few bye weeks in there.
Yeah,
Ouch.
then you got an injury as well. Yeah, Trey
Yeah.
McLaren was injured, so there you go. Then you got the reigning champs pulled
Yeah.
out a win against Star Wanderers. Didn't think he was going to win this one at all.
Yeah,
Did
look at
not.
that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Goes
Pretty
to
good.
2-3. Um,
Vicente,
oh yeah,
he's on a roll, isn't he?
yeah. Again, he's a semi-pro. So it's he's having fun. I'll give him to that. He's having fun. He's riding that McCaffrey wave. Let him have it.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, McCaffrey, Jackson
He
Smith.
was able to take, going into that matchup, back in stride was the only undefeated team at 4-0, and Vicente handed her the first win. So the
In fact,
entire league is
I think
out to
I think she had a bit of a comment about that, right? She
yeah,
anyone else want to trade this week so we can kick Vicente's butt? Oh no, sorry, that was
yeah,
Celestny.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, so basically the whole league is after Vicente now after that one.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
And then here's the biggest win of the year, or of the year so far, 120 points. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
just brutal.
Mahomes.
Um,
Mahomes did some work. Kyron Williams,
yeah, everybody showed
Devontae.
up
Oh my goodness,
except for
Puka.
except for Schrader.
Nico did a fair bit of work. Look at that. Look at that tight end score,
Yeah,
man. Oh, Rams could have done
everybody
better, but
everybody but the kicker. Yeah, and then Serena on auto manage, the AI went ahead and beat the Island Warriors.
that's gotta hurt.
Yeah,
That's
that's
because that's my only win of the season.
man. I'll tell you what, we worked him over in the staff meeting this week. So he's not he's not getting up past that one.
Bill, I'm with you, brother. It's just
Yeah, he's feeling it. So our lineup for our projections for next week, or excuse me, the schedule for next week is it's going to be pretty tough. I'm going up against Island Warriors next
yeah.
week.
I mean, when you look at the
It's tough.
projecteds, I mean,
Yeah, there's a
look,
few of them that are really
once
close.
again, I have the advantage as far as projected points are concerned. It's the reality that is hurting me.
Yeah,
So, reigning champ, a little bit on top of Grass Wonder there, but
yeah,
Vicente, I
yeah. That's
I've got a
gonna.
few comments about McCaffrey that I'm hoping to share later.
Yeah,
The Cougs are project. Look at that one. That's a tight
that's
projected
going to
right
be a
there,
tight one. Yeah, and
man.
even Purple Rain and Serena's super team. It's only a 10-point difference with you know uh, that's not a whole lot, right? I mean, you have Patricia Mahomes playing, so
And it's interesting. I always like to kind of come in here and look and go, like you and I, our matchup this last week. I think all our players were done by before the Sunday night game, right?
uh-huh.
We wrapped up. So it's always interesting to come in here and go, oh, they got a Sunday night player here, or they got a Monday night player. Because sometimes, you got something active and you got a pretty tight score like here. They got DeAndre Swift here on Monday. So sometimes you might see a score that's looking a little lopsided, but no, you still got a player or two to go in a
Sure.
prime time game where you just never know what's going to happen in those tentpole games, which this season again have been really good games.
Yeah, there
I
has
think we
been
had
some.
maybe one stinker this year, but
You
Monday
know, and
night's game turned out to be something else, man. The Jaguars pounded on the Chiefs the way
well,
you like.
and I we talked about this in actually a couple of past episodes. Just getting, Kansas City Chief fatigue. I've already got it. I mean, I've already got it. I mean, hey, you know
They're
what? They've got good players. They're a great coaching. I give them their props. But man, there are 31 other teams out there, man.
Yeah,
I want to
and
see the Jets,
like we noted
you
before
know?
the season started, we looked at that schedule and we said, there's as an East Coast team for all intents and purposes, in terms of from the Pacific time zone
Yeah,
point
from
of
the
view.
time
10
zone.
a.m. game,
Yeah.
1 p.m. game, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
games. They should be slotted at the 10 a.m. games, but they only have three 10
You
a.m.
only have
games this
three.
season. The rest of them are either in the one afternoon slot or they're in a tent
What's
pole,
up with that?
Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night game. So
Hey,
anyway,
hey, I gotta throw something at you.
okay.
Today is October 8th.
Yes.
This is the day that Dan Marino set the completions record.
No way.
You knew this. You knew this because I think you told me this, but I just stole some of your thunder.
I love it.
3,687. He took it from Fran Tarkenton back in 1995.
Love,
Fran Tarkenton.
love me some Fran. Fran,
Love me
Fran,
some Fran. I'd
Fran
get
had
that.
Fran
You
had
know,
longevity on his side because he knew how to avoid the tackle.
yeah,
You want to
it's
talk
all
about a
that
scrambling
untackle.
quarterback? He's the one who set the.
Yeah,
We look at Russell Wilson in recent history. Fran had it all over on him.
Fran had it going on.
Yeah.
I think he was running for his life too.
Yeah.
But so he took it from Fran, but he was playing against Jim Harbaugh.
Really,
Yeah,
for the
for the
Colts at the
Colts.
time, yeah,
For the Colts, yeah,
because
yeah,
Jim bounced around a bit. I think he
yeah.
got
He
drafted by
bounced
the
around a bit.
Colts and he played for the Bears and can't remember if he played for the Chargers.
Yeah, I was looking up trying to find a little pap trivia to pop in there, and there you go, man.
I love
Harbaugh
it.
and Dan,
Thank you for that.
and I could go ahead and make a Velcro noise
The Dan
right there from my own boot, my
reminding
own
us of the
custom,
Dan Marino boot he
Dan,
used to wear.
Dan Marino, the custom boot. There you go.
Well,
That's it.
another trivia, no scoregami this week. All the scores that have happened in the
They've
past.
already happened. It's already been done.
Bummer, but we have had two scoregamis this year, and that's kind of neat. Week 1 and
Yeah.
week 4. Puka Nakua, first player
Puka.
in league
Oh
history to
my
have
God.
50 or more passes through the first 5 games of the season.
I am so impressed with that kid, man. Oh my God. Just so much fun to watch him play.
He's got
Right?
52 catches. That's an average of 10.4. The next runner up, Cooper Kupp at 49 by this time in 2022. TJ Houshmandzadeh had 47 in 2007, and Adam Thielen had 47 in 2018. So, I mean, Puka is just
Yeah.
crushing it, and you got to give some props to Stafford for getting the ball to him. I mean, we
Yeah.
all thought he was going to come up gimpy and, his back was going to give out, but let's see what it looks like around week 12.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Rams, they'll be holding practices at Camden Yards, the home of the Baltimore Orioles next week.
Yeah. They're playing the Ravens.
Because they're playing the Ravens and then they're going to go to London. So they thought, why fly home? Let's find a place to play or practice on the East Coast.
On the East Coast.
Camden Yards came up. Football has never been played at Camden Yards. They've had concerts. They hosted the Pope, but they've never had football played there.
I like how you did the Pope sign.
Oh,
They hosted the friggin' the Pope.
Yeah.
The 49ers, the Pope. I love it.
49ers running back Christian McCaffrey is the third player in league history with 60 or more rushing attempts and 30 or more catches in the team's first 4 games of the season. The other guys who did it, 49ers running back Roger Craig in 88 and Rams running back Marshall Faulk in 2001, and both of those went on to win the Offensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah.
And McCaffrey, Craig,
I would say he's on pace to win the offensive because he's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow. He's really putting it together.
You look at everybody that's hurting that team, and it's like he's picking up all the slack.
Yeah.
And
now we have a chance to get Pearsall and Jennings back. And then we're looking at maybe late next week, Kittle should start warming up again. So hey, you got,
kind of wondering, do they have a quarterback controversy in San Francisco? Mac Jones is or does he just fit right into the system that we keep
bait. It's bait right now. I think it's trade bait, and I think that's what you're looking at is you've got a quarterback who can perform, and now you bring back Purdy, and you got a guy you can trade if you need another.
You look at I mean, Sam Darnold came out of that. Brock Purdy, and now you got Mac Jones, and you start kind of wondering, hey, is it quarterback college down there in San Francisco?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure out why they are their run game. I mean, I don't want to drive too deep into this because I could do a whole podcast on this, but man, they got Garendo sitting on the bench. And boy, that guy is on fire. Well, he was on fire, but then they're just like, well, let's just leave him there. And their run game is like, they're averaging what, 3 yards a run? I mean, okay, you and I, in our prime, we were like what, 0.2? I think I was at 0.2, something like that in my prime. But these guys are at 3. Come on, man. And Garendo would just open it up with just some of that lightning, But what's going on?
I see what's going on. But
okay.
McCaffrey, Craig, and Falk, they're also the only 3 players to generate 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season.
In the same season, yeah.
Yeah, Craig in 85, Falk in 99, and McCaffrey in 2019. He's got 91 carries for 228 yards and 39 catches for 387 yards. Multiply both of those.
Yeah.
Do you get there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Jared Goff has played his 70th game with the Lions as of week 5. He played 69 with the Rams. So
Wow.
he's more Lion now than he ever was Ram.
Wow.
And speaking of the Lions, they're averaging 34.8 points a game after 5 games, on a pace to score 592 points, 17-game season. That would be the second most in NFL history. The current record is 606 by Peyton Manning and the 2013 Broncos Super Bowl team. Second place is Tom Brady's Patriots in 2007 with 589 points. Is that when Randy Moss was on that team, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
And the last year, Lions scored 564 points, which is 4th most all time. So they're on an offensive tear. The Tennessee Titans avoided doing something they've never done before. The last time the franchise lost 11 straight games, they were called the Houston Oilers. They did it in 94, and they lost from week 5 at Pittsburgh through week 16 at Kansas City. So they almost hit their own record there. But Justin Jefferson, 7,881 career receiving yards.
Yes.
In just 6 seasons, 5 games into 6 seasons. He's passed Calvin Johnson for 4th on the list for the first 6 seasons. First place is Randy. Same, Minnesota Viking. That's 8,375. And Torrey Holt, 81.56. Jerry Rice, 78.66. When you can get a record in there that surpasses Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, what did you retire with? What was your receiving? What did you retire with?
Negative 14.
No, it was better. It was like 106, 107. I have it here.
No.
I got it here somewhere.
I am entirely unworthy.
I think it was 106. I think he had 106 receiving yards.
So Jefferson, he only needs 495 yards over the next 12 games to pass Moss for first place.
Wow.
So that's only 41.2 yards a game. So
wow.
Looks like he's going to pass Moss.
He's got a chance, huh?
Side note, the Vikings are now 5-0 when playing in London. How about that?
Okay. I'm trying
to find Smith is the first player to throw 9 interceptions in the first 5 games of a season. 6 Jets quarterback Zach Wilson did it in 2021.
I'm so proud of Gino. Just get up there, throw it. Just throw it, man.
It doesn't matter. Just throw it. He's 106 he's got 106 catches for 163 attempts at a 65% completion rate with 6 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He's been sacked 16 times into 5 games. And then the Titans visit the Vegas, and then the Raiders go to KC before in their bye week. So, hey, good luck, Gino.
Yeah, good Lord, Gino. That's good.
Let's see. I'm going to skip this America's team thing. I just, it's just Jerry, and
I appreciate that.
I kind of got some Jerry fatigue, and the whole middle finger, and
why don't we
saying he wouldn't mind a Super Bowl in England. Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute.
Why
you own America's team?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to America's team?
Money. So any of you guys out there think Jerry Jones is some patriot and owner of America's team and he cares about winning? No, Jerry cares about money. Okay, I'm sorry. I told myself I wasn't going to do that. So
you did.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Go ahead.
Since 1950, only 4 quarterbacks have started their careers with 11 or 0-11 records, and with a win by the Saints, Spencer Rattler avoided being one of those guys. He started at 0-11, but he squeaked it out. Now, one of the other guys that was 0-11 caught my eye, Stan Gelbaugh. Yeah, okay. Well, Troy Aikman, 0-11, his first starts. I forgot all about that. They sucked donkey balls.
They were terrible.
Yeah. So Jack Trudeau has 0-12, and Deshaun Kaiser went 0-15 for the 2017 Browns. So, hey, Spencer, way to avoid that. Alvin Kamara, as much as he's under.
I love me some Rattler, though. Come on. I love you some Spencer. That kid's got some spunk, man.
This is where I agree with Mina Kimes. We can praise Rattler, and the Saints can keep losing. The reason being, wins are not a quarterback stat.
Yeah. He's playing his ass off.
Yeah. So I remember when they picked him over.
What they asked him to do. So what? Hold on a second. 86 the shrimp. Yeah. Sorry, man. They're trying to order shrimp, and I told them to 86 it. Came in yesterday, sat in the guy's car. My bad.
Jeez.
Yep.
Let's see. Calvin Mara, as much as he's underperformed this season for me on fantasy, he's surpassed 588 catches. That's passes Marcus Allen for fifth all time by a running back. So you got
Wow.
going down the list, you got Marshall Faulk with 767, Larry Centers with 761, LaDainian Tomlinson with 624, Keith Byers with 610, and now Alvin Kamara, followed by Marcus Allen. 25 more catches in the next 12 games. He moves up to fourth. 49 catches in the next 12 games. He can move up to third. So way to go, Al.
Wow.
Keep it up, brother. And here I got something from Adam Schefter. Let's see. This was the 17th game to feature a go-ahead score in the final minute of regulation so far this season. That's the most through 5 weeks since the merger.
I heard that.
I mean, it's been wild, these close games. And fortunately, a lot of them are in these primetime games.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And also Tampa Bay has done 3 of them, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah. You know? 4, actually. Well.
Oh, well, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Sure.
But something I wanted to, so the NFL missed 2 cable/field camera interference calls this weekend. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So one of them occurred as a field goal attempt by the Vikings in London. Well, one of them hit the cable in London. It was a field goal attempt, and it caromed off the cable. And the other one, it hit the camera. It bounced off a defensive lineman's helmet. It was a pass, and it hit right in the camera lens.
Right in the camera. That was beautiful.
The refs missed it. The replay officials missed it. The coaches didn't challenge it.
Yep.
They both should have been called a dead ball, and the rule book says you do the play over.
You do the play over. The only one that caught it was Al Michaels, and nobody is listening to Al anymore.
Everybody missed it. Failure all the way around.
49ers game.
And I'm kind of wondering, how soon does that gimbal system get replaced with just drones that can self-evade?
Oh, I don't know, man, but I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because pretty soon we'll just be dropping the chips in and the beers in with the drones. Man.
Darn right. Darn right. Hey, you got a Mika Ibuka on your fantasy team. He's been a beast, hasn't he?
He has really treated me well, Mick. I'm happy.
Something I didn't know up until just before the Seahawks-Buccaneers game this weekend. What a game. 9-year-old Emeka Egbuka threw out the first pitch of the Mariners game to Felix Hernandez.
Oh,
he
wow.
grew up in Tacoma, Washington. He attended Steeltown High School.
Yeah.
He was the Washington State Gatorade Player of the Year as a junior when he caught 83 passes for 1,607 yards, 25 touchdowns, and compiled 2,240 all-purpose yards with 3 punt return touchdowns and 4 rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
He's also a standout baseball athlete, playing center field throughout his youth career. And when he was 8 years old, he won the MLB's pitch, hit, and run competition for his age group. And then he threw out the aforementioned ceremonial first pitch to Hall of Famer Felix Hernandez. Isn't that awesome?
That is amazing.
And they showed, the pregame, they showed a picture of the little guy out there, the video, and the guy's, wow, what a guy.
Yeah, gotta love that.
14th game in which both Montgomery and Gibbs have scored a touchdown for the Lions. Ties an NFL record for running back teammates. Cowboys' Emmitt Smith and Darrell Johnston are the current co-record holders. They share it now. And strange coincidence, Darrell Johnston was calling the Lions game when that happened. Wow. Little symmetry for you.
A little symmetry there. Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering, I want to put this on a side note and then maybe move on real quick. Have we started the Bill Belichick unemployment game clock? A lot of stuff going on at UNC right now. They got an assistant who's been suspended. There are teammates and coaches who are selling the tickets that they get for free, which is a violation. There are recruiting things that are being called into question. And rumors have it that they're trying to figure out, okay, what's the minimum buyout we can get to him? He may not make it to the Cal game, not this weekend, but the next game. So ouch.
I can't comment on that right now, Mick. Maybe
all right.
Maybe next week. We'll follow up on that next week.
Speaking of Ibuka, the Bucks win their 4th game out of 5 in the final seconds of the game for the season. They're 4-1. Man, what a game. How close was it? Mayfield finished 29 of 33. Darnold was 28 of 34. Mayfield had 379 yards with 2 touchdowns. Darnold had 341 with 4 touchdowns. Now, Mayfield had a 15-yard run, and Darnold had an interception at the end there, kind of ricocheted off the helmet. Egbuka, 7 catches for 163 yards and 1 touchdown with a 57-yard bomb. Smith and Jigba, 8 catches for 132 yards and 1 touchdown and a 53-yard bomb. I mean, what a matchup. I mean, all around. 426 yards for Tampa Bay, 25 first downs, 7-11 on third down. Seattle had 463 yards, 27 first downs, 6 of 9 on third down. I could watch a game like that all season long.
Yeah.
And in those colors too. Love the creamsicle white uniforms,
Yeah.
and the old
It's like a
70s,
throwback
80s.
uniform, man. That
Oh
was
yeah,
tight.
they were fantastic.
Tight until they got dirty. Then it was like, man, your mom's gonna be pissed. Yeah. But yeah, those were good. That was a good game, man.
Last week I talked about the Ravens giving up 133 points after 4 weeks. Well, we can add 44 to that one because week one, 41 to they lost 41 to 40.
Yep.
Week 2, they won 41 to 17. Week 3, they lost 38 to 30, 37 to 20, 44 to 10. They're on a record pace to allow a record 602 points. If they keep it up, they're going to allow 602 points. The current record's 534. The 2024 Panthers own that one.
Yeah, they play the Rams. So, and Man Baby is still a little bit banged up. He may not be able to play.
And that leads me to the point that they showed a graphic during the game that showed that they had $160 million worth of salary cap money for the Ravens who were out last week.
Sitting on the bench.
Most of it on defense. Ouch. Yeah.
Oh.
So, and what is it with these players that drop the ball before they cross the plane? Can somebody help me with that?
Boy, I think that you should have that written into your contract. I mean, hey, if you do one of these, yeah,
where you're running in, you just drop it before you actually cross the line.
Yeah, like you're celebrating and you drop that shit, boom, you don't get your bonus. I'm sorry.
What was
the
running back for Philadelphia who did that?
Oh my God.
Deshaun. Because he did it in college and then he did it in the pros. And on the other hand, because I want to find out, there's got to be like a name. We got to give it a name, like the Leon Lett. I mean, Leon at least had the ball knocked out of his hand because he just slowed down. But that makes me crazy too. But the guys who drop it, they just voluntarily, okay, I'm done.
It's that premature fumble. Yeah, I don't know.
And by the way, I know a lot of people hate that rule that they drop it and then it fumbles into the end zone and then out the side. And I know a lot of people hate that rule that the other team gets the ball after that. I actually love that rule because what else would you do? It's a game of field position and all that. So I don't know.
So let's call it something like the what do you call the goal line touchdown fumble something? Put it in the comment. What do you call it?
What should we call that? We should call it something because we
gotta call it something. So let's come up. I wrote it down. We'll come up with something. Let's come back to that one next week. Right? Let's put it in the chat. Let us know what you think.
Gotta have something. We gotta name that thing.
We gotta name it something. Let's find out who's done that the most. What the most historical one is.
I think it's the guy.
I think we've seen 3 of them this season so far.
Interesting. 2 of them for the Colts. Adonai Mitchell did it last week, and Jonathan Taylor of all people. Jonathan Taylor did it earlier this season. There was a guy. Oh gosh, I can't remember the guy's name. He did it once. Let's see. Oh, and Jets. Malachi Corley dropped the ball before crossing the plane. Last season, Kyle Pitts did it. What was it? Amari DiMaccardo did it. Cardinals, and that got the coach fined because the coach apparently, I didn't see it, but apparently the coach got a little physical yelling at him on the sideline.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
so the coach got fined $100,000.
What the hell, man?
NFL said pay up $100,000.
You can only do that to your children. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
And even then, you can't use a closed fist. It leaves marks.
Oh man, let's move on to
put your comments below. Send your hate mail to we really have no idea at we really have no idea.
Oh man, I tell you what, why don't we move into the picks from last week? Let's review how well we did.
Okay, let me cue that up here and let's go the old share screen Jabberwocky here. And
because we've got some really awesome games coming up this week. that
So,
we're going to have to choose. And I think I pretty much whooped your ass last week.
oh, you did. Look at that. So I see. I don't know with the color coding if you can really pick up on that. But
I try. The red
uh,
means you were wrong.
oh, we were yeah. So the Rams, we got that wrong. We got the
Yeah,
Vikings right.
yeah, but I think everybody got the Rams wrong,
Yeah. We
including
just
the
thought the
Rams.
49ers were just too gimpy to do it. But
Yeah,
what a game. That was an
yeah,
amazing game, if I recall. Another standalone game that was really good.
yep.
The Vikings beat up the Browns fairly well. The Browns made a comeback, but too late. Ravens, the Texans beat the Ravens. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I'll take that loss.
The Dolphins, I really thought the Dolphins were going to beat the Panthers, but you went, nope, nope, Panthers are going to win. Colts over Raiders, we felt that coming. You
Yeah,
called the Saints over the Giants. I was really, thinking Jackson Dart, could he just keep that going? The
can keep
Saints
it
pulled one
going.
out.
Yeah,
We both knew the Clown Boys were going to win.
yeah.
Poor hapless Jets right now. The Eagles,
I don't know what happened.
what a great finish. I mean, you
And
get to Bo
amazing.
Nix and Sean Payton for just keeping at it.
Yeah, amazing. That was really
Uh,
an amazing game to watch, man.
the Titans went to 1-4. They finally won a game, keeping Brian Callahan's job alive. Uh, the Seahawks, well, they had a shot right there at the end, and
They had a shot. Yeah,
it looked like Sam was throwing it away, but he didn't get it high enough. Bounced off a helmet, interception, game over.
game over.
Lions over the Bengals. Oh yeah, Joe Flacco. Didn't mention that. Flacco gets traded from the
Get
Browns to the
traded.
Bengals within the season to a division rival. Man, that's something else. And they didn't give up much either. I think it was Flacco and a seventh round pick for a sixth round pick or something. That's okay. Uh, who's
They
next?
must have
Lions.
they
Yeah.
must have some faith in Shador to put him at number two. You
Well,
know what I
that's
mean?
he was asked about that today at the press conference. They said, "Well, does that mean Shador is second in the lineup?" And I thought, that has got to be a really dumb ass question because
Sure.
you have three people on your active roster right now in quarterback. It's Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders, and a guy who can't play right now, Deshaun Watson. Now you have Bailey Zappi on the practice squad, but if you go look at their depth chart, it's Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders.
Yeah.
Why are you asking this guy that question? Speaking about, I mean, we just talked about Chiefs fatigue. He's got to have Shador Sanders fatigue,
Yeah.
Kevin Stefanski. So someone
Yeah, I'm
asking
sure.
that question, he's just got to be like, could we just, could you
What the
just,
fuck's wrong with you? Yeah. Get out of
just go read the friggin' lineup, you dumb one.
Yeah, I'm sure Sador's got the same thing. I'm sure he's got fatigue. Like you guys stop talking about.
But he's, there were rumors that before the season or during draft day or something that the Ravens called him up and said, "Hey, we're thinking about drafting you." And he said, "No, no, no, don't," because he figured with Lamar Jackson he would never see the field. And there were some people a week or two going, maybe he should have stayed. He should have let the Ravens take him because Lamar's banged up. But look at right now, he's a Dylan Gabriel away from
He would,
starting a game.
he would be learning from one of the best quarterbacks of our generation. But
There's
that's
that too.
okay. But
Yeah,
that's okay. You sit there with Dylan Gilbert and you figure it out.
yeah. So anyway,
The
Chargers over
Chargers
Commanders.
over the Commanders, or
That,
Commanders over the Chargers, actually.
yeah, that's what we wanted. The
I,
Patriots pulling one out against the Bills on a primetime game.
nobody saw that one coming either.
But it came down to the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Jags, boy, how about
Again, nobody
Trevor
wants.
Lawrence tripping and falling down? The clock's running out. They need the touchdown.
He gets up and he runs. I mean, everybody's going nuts. People are throwing money at me. It was incredible.
So we only have 14 games this week because the Falcons, Bears, Packers, Steelers were on a bye week.
Yep.
So I ended up 4-12 for the week. You went 8-6. You picked double the winners I picked.
It's one of my best weeks ever.
Oh, look at that, man. So you're 52-25-1, and I'm 47-30-1. So our your win percentage is 67. I'm down there at 60.
That one makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, so I oof, that's rough.
Yeah, but we're going into week 6, Mick, and Philadelphia is playing the New York Giants. I mean, come on.
What more
That is
could you
gonna
ask for, eh?
so that's gonna be a good game though. Come on. I mean, I don't know. I'm excited. You don't have to be excited if you don't want to. You
Well,
could.
I heard that Barkley, AJ Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts all got together to have a little meeting amongst themselves, a little powwow to kind of get online aligned on things. They don't want to share what was said. They just
They
they
just
want to
want to
kind of
talk
get
about it.
aligned on the offense. They feel their offense isn't living up to what it should be. So
So they're gonna fix it.
yeah, well, we'll see, right? That's the implication. But I think now you probably want to go to week 6.
And then you've got the Giants. You got Jackson Dart, and he has got a few weapons there that he's really starting to lean on. I don't know, man. The kid's on
Yeah,
fire.
even
You know,
without
I,
neighbors, you got Scattaboo and Wandale Robinson, and but you
yep,
got to take advantage of Scattaboo, man. That kid's really he's energized the team
yeah, and I just
well as
think they're
Jackson
gonna be,
Dart has. So
yeah,
yeah, if they still had Malik Neighbors, they people would fear them week over week.
sure. That young tight end they have,
Theo Johnson,
Johnson, yeah, that kid. Watch that kid. So I
don't
think
you have him on your fantasy team?
I do. He's
Yeah, he
yeah,
had a pretty good week recently, I recall.
yeah, not bad. Anyways,
So Eagles
let's talk
Giants
Eagles Giants. So this is a tough one here because the Eagles are going to be favored,
in New
right?
York.
The odds-on favorite,
Are they? Yeah, the Eagles are
yeah,
favored by what, 7.5 last time I had
seven and
something
a half. Yeah,
refreshed. So, I
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Eagles. I think after a team does that where they sit and they kind of all get together and
Well, I think they do that
they
every
they
week, don't
they
they?
they confer with one another and they say, yeah, we need to get over our egos and figure this out. I'm gonna pick the
Or
Eagles
we're going to lose to the Giants.
or that. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to pick the Eagles. I want to pick the Giants just because I want to feel it. But I'm going to
Yeah.
go ahead and go with the Eagles too because I have a
Uh,
feeling they're gonna beat them. I'd
you
love
got
to see the Giants do it, but I don't think they're going to be able to pull that one out.
yeah.
I think they're gonna get a little whooping. Uh, I'm going to
Broncos.
have to go with the Broncos here.
Yeah.
I love the Jets because their helmets are so beautiful
Oh, those
and
that green is
shiny.
wonderful, isn't it? The
It is a
metallic.
really a nice green, and I'm starting to become a Jets fan simply because of the humor in it all. I enjoy it. Uh, like that minor league team that dances and throws
Oh, the
hot dogs into the stands and
yeah,
does the cheekaboo dance in every other play. That's kind of what the Jets should start
was it
doing, and
banana
then
ball? Banana
they could
ball.
start selling more tickets.
Yeah.
Ravens and the Rams. That's going to be a good game, brother. That I think was one of the best games of the week.
I'm going
Um,
I'm going Rams. I really
well,
think the Rams got it. I think there are too many banged up guys on the defense. I think and you got Puka Kanua just crushing the field and was it Blake Corum and Kyron Williams and et al, right? And offensively, I think the Rams can do more than the Ravens can do. And I
mhm.
just I think it's going to be the Rams.
Well, the Rams are favored,
Yeah.
and the Ravens are still beat up. They're
Yeah.
still banged up, and there's a chance that Lamar doesn't play. And I think that's a really big contributing factor. If Lamar is healthy, he can turn a game. So
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you that it's the Rams they're playing well. They're probably going to win this one. I'd have to agree with you.
And then the Clown Boys
The
and
Clown
the
Boys and the
Panthers.
Panthers. Well, I can't vote for the Panther or the Clown Boys.
Well, we did.
I think this is going to be a pretty good game. I mean, they're even. The Cowboys are only favored by like 3 points or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Panthers, man. I'm just going to say they're going to come in and they're going to have that ass. Yeah,
You know,
why not? I mean, they're playing in Jacksonville. You know,
I'm going to take the Clown Boys.
Get out.
But on this one, I'm just going to jump right on the Colts. I'm not even going to play around with this.
Yeah, I'll take it too. I got no faith in the Cardinals. Only time I'd be a Cardinals fan is if I lived next to the stadium. That's about it.
With free
Just
tickets,
because just because. So the Seahawks and the Jaguars.
The Jaguars are favored by like a point and a half.
Yeah, yeah, and I think
They currently have one of the top 10 offenses and one of the top 10 defenses in the league.
Yeah,
Which doesn't happen very often. Seahawks, I mean, their offense looks great. Defense looks great if people were healthy. And we got Devon Witherspoon sitting out, and I think we lost Tariq Woolen, and I don't know.
yeah, that's a tough one. And they're playing in
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville.
I'm going to be a homer.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna
I'll take the Jaguars. I'll take the Jaguars just to kind of mix it up a
things
little
up,
bit.
huh?
We have some shit to talk next week.
Yeah.
Chargers against the Dolphins.
Again, I think we're on a Mike McDaniel's employment watch.
Yeah, I don't.
Tyreek.
Yeah, I don't see the Dolphins doing much here other than maybe scoring 10 points if they're lucky.
And I think the Chargers are kind of pissed off they recently lost.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are looking for somebody to dominate. And it's probably going to be something. It's probably going to be a PG-13 type of game.
So the Steelers, they played in Ireland. They won. Then they had a bye week. And now they get to be at home against the Browns, one of the best defenses in the game. But oddly, the Steelers have a good offense.
Yeah. But the Steelers are favored by a few points. And
are they?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one because I don't want to. I don't want
to either, but I'm going to put my check. I'm going to go ahead and say Steelers.
You think so? I mean, you think Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to pull one out here? And drive them to 5-1.
I don't know. I think Gainwell and
the Browns at 1-5. You think so?
Could be
because the Browns, they don't want that kind of start too. And that's a motivator, right?
But keep this in mind right now in the AFC North, the
Browns,
Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens division. The Steelers are the only team with a winning record right now.
Yeah, true.
So could be the Browns for that. They're due for a win, and they're just someone's going to want to get in there and sack Aaron Rodgers as many times as he can.
But I mean, you just not to get sidetracked, but you look at that AFC North and you see the Ravens at 1-4. It just kind of makes you happy.
I thought it would have been fun last week. What would have been fun is to go do the thing where we pick where the teams are going to finish when in their division and compare it to what we predicted before the season started. Really changed since then.
Yeah, it's really changed. I'm going to have to agree with you here with the Steelers. I think that's just going to be I don't see the Browns pulling it together. I don't see that happening. I'd love to. Yeah.
Niners Buccaneers. This got flexed to an afternoon game. This was a 10 a.m. game. That's why the color is the color it is. But I think they announced it on. I think they announced it late last week, or maybe it was Monday they announced this. So that's moved to a flex game. This is going to be, probably the CBS game of the week.
Yep.
I'd imagine.
Both teams are 4-1.
Chargers, Dolphins, Browns, Steelers. In the East Coast somewhere, that's going to be a big deal. They're going to get a lot of coverage. In their markets, they'll get some coverage, but the big CBS game for the morning is going to be these guys. Buccaneers beating the Seahawks in that close game. The 49ers upsetting the Rams in their standalone game wasn't that Thursday Night Football? Yeah. So, whether it's Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, it's Christian McCaffrey. Like you said, how soon is Jennings back? You got Godwin back for the Buccaneers. Mika Igbukka is just crushing it. Do they have their running back yet for Tampa? I can't remember. Whoever their backup is, he does a serviceable job at Bucky Irving. Yeah, that's This is a tough one, man.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. I just put it that way. I'd be one to watch for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead.
You're going to go with the Bucks, huh? I could
I'm
see
gonna
that.
go with the Bucks.
I definitely can see that because they're just playing so well.
But it's
And
so
there's a
funny.
lot
They're winning it. They're 4-1 right now. They're winning it or losing it in the final minute or two of the game.
mhm.
Even their loss was at the final, whatever Sam Darnold did this weekend, Baker did the weekend before, right? To lose the game.
Yeah,
They're like the Chiefs of last season, but they're winning them all so far, right?
yeah. Then I feel there's just too many uncertainties with the 49ers this week. If they played this game in 2 weeks, I'd be going with the 49ers, but I'm going to have to agree with you and say the Bucks are going to pull this one out. I just, I want to be rooting for my 49ers here, but I just don't see it. I don't see them beating the Buccaneers at home. They're just too good. They're just fired up and want to whoop some ass. So, anyways, let's talk about the Raiders and Titans.
Can the
I'm
Titans do
predicting
it 2 weeks in a row?
I'm predicting 3 interceptions by Gino. That's what I
Oh,
say. Just at
yeah.
least three. Just throwing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, there isn't an interception.
But does he also get 3 touchdowns?
No, I'm just going to stick with the interceptions. You know, I really want them to get on the ball here because I love Pete, and you can already see what he's doing. You can see the change in the team, and it doesn't have to be all these wins racked up. You can see the culture shift, the way that they're playing. It's going to come together, and when it does, it's going to be really fun to watch. Um, the Raiders are favored by 5 points.
No kidding.
So, and it's 1-4 against 1-4. I'm going to go with the Raiders.
When you said that, I was thinking the same thing.
Just got to get excited, right? Well, actually, I guess you don't have to.
Joe Flacco Bengals
Green Bay.
on 2 or 3 days worth of practice with the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, I love me some Joe.
Goes into Green Bay and plays the Packers.
Goes into Green Bay, blows out his knee, done.
Oh,
I mean, I would hate to see it because I love the guy,
oh,
but there you go. But I definitely think Green Bay they're playing pretty well, and I think they're gonna bring this one. They're gonna bring it on home.
yeah. They're probably still one of the top 5 teams in the league right now.
Yeah, 2-1. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll give it to them.
Can the Saints win one at home against the Patriots?
In my opinion, the Patriots aren't as good as their record. At 3-2, I just don't think that they're that good.
It's interesting when you go look at, say, you look at stats and fantasy numbers of like Drake May is right there with Baker Mayfield.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's like, where did that come from?
Well, same thing. I mean, Mac Jones right now, the former Patriots quarterback. It's like Tom Brady left and all the smarts, and I'm not saying it's that when Tom Brady left, he took everything with him, but I mean, with Mac Jones, you had the defensive coordinator running the offense, and people are going, "Wow, who knew Mac Jones was so great?" Well, he probably was the whole time, but you had,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
weren't paying attention.
Even
Yeah.
who's the coach? Nick Saban, the Alabama head coach, recently came out and said, "Well, yeah, Mac Jones, yeah, he played for Alabama, and he said, yeah, Mac Jones was great, but just look at the mess he had to deal with in New England."
Yeah.
Waiting for Bill Belichick, his good buddy, to come out and say, "Well, screw him." But Belichick kind of half-heartedly agreed with him.
Well, that's a tough one to call there because on paper, New England's going to beat them, but I'm going to have to go with the Saints. I'm going to have to go with Rattler and just say,
I think you're right. Then why am I doing that? If I think you're right, why am I doing that?
I don't know.
I'm going to leave it. I'm going out on a limb.
Put 2 asterisks there. Just to bam, bam.
No, I won't bother.
Lions versus the Chiefs. I've already decided who wins this game, so it's Lions. Lions are going to beat them. I just feel that they are playing well. Chiefs got a little beat up last time. I think the Lions are just going to hand it to them.
You know,
But
it's funny. It kind of seems like the Chiefs are playing better this season than they did last season, but they're losing. Seems like I got nothing. I have no stats to base that on. I'm just licking the
they're kind of
finger, holding
playing.
up to the
They're
wind.
playing a little cleaner. They definitely aren't playing as dirty as they played a couple of years ago. When I say dirty, I mean sloppy, right? Sloppy wins.
The Bills. They're going to.
I
I
have a
think the
feeling
Bills
the
are going to have
Bills are
some
going to win
extra.
this thing. Let
Yeah,
me
I think
see
they're going
what
to have some extra practice this week.
let's see
I
what
think the coaches are going to be riding them hard.
yeah,
They got the
Bills
early
are
Monday night
favored by
game.
four. So I go with the Bills. Yeah.
How do you feel? Sorry, I jumped the gun there. I thought.
No, you're good.
How do you feel about dual Monday night football games? What do you think
You
about
know,
it?
I think it's all right, but I think you gotta separate them by more than an hour.
Well, you remember earlier in the season they had one that started, I think, at 4:15, and then the next one started at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And that 7 p.m. game didn't, and we're in the Pacific time zone here. That 7 p.m. game didn't end until like just a little after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
You got to think that's 1 a.m. East Coast time. I mean, that's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's tough because I mean, if you line them up like that, then boy, you're really getting late before the final game,
I guess
finishes.
this is a pretty
But if
good.
they're right on top of one another, yeah, could they separate it just another hour and a half or maybe 2 hours? Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, 4 and 5.
it's
I guess
it's neat having a couple of games on a Monday night.
yeah,
Then again, it's also pretty neat when it's just one game and you can just focus. I don't know. I have
yeah.
mixed feelings about the whole thing. I can't decide what I like. But Bears Commanders, if you recall, last season the Bears lost it on a Hail Mary play. They had one player on the Bears defense, John, with the home field,
I
and
love me a Hail
Jayden
Mary.
Daniels chucked a Hail Mary, and it was successful. And this season they're in Washington this time, and
Yep.
the Bears are coming up. They're doing okay.
Yeah, 3-2.
But the Commanders, I mean,
Or
Jaden
two,
Daniels, he's
excuse me.
back, and but the Commanders are still favored, and I'm thinking,
That's a tough one, man. Bears are 2-2. Commanders are 3-2. Wow, man. I don't want to just jump on the bandwagon. I'm gonna have to say Commanders pulled this one out too, and
yeah.
they let it go. Well, I think there's only one game here that we don't agree on, and that's the Clown Boys and the Panthers.
Oh, is that right? No, there's another, isn't there? Patriots Saints. Let's
Oh,
just
yeah, and the
take them
Seahawks
hold
and the
for now.
Jaguars. And the Seahawks and the Wagyars.
Yeah.
Wagyars.
So we've got
No, we
three,
got
only three to disagree on. Wow.
get that. We
I'm
got
not going to
three
make up
points.
any. I'm not going to
We
make
got
up any ground like that.
we got three points to yell at each other about. Look at that.
Well, isn't that exciting?
Yeah, and
Gosh,
you know what? My heart goes out to Tariq, man. Come on, good luck, buddy. Man,
Tariq Woolen.
yeah, Tariq, and also to Hampton. You know what? Busting it up a little bit.
Oh, Amari Hampton. I thought another guy wasn't he? Didn't you have him on your fantasy team?
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah.
he's is he done?
Yeah, well, he's gone for at least a month. I mean, they're gonna have to give him a
Out.
little time to
Yeah,
heal it up.
that's
Uh,
a bummer. Oh,
yeah, that is. It's a bummer. But I picked up his replacement, Hassan Haskins, uh, who's a pretty good running back.
well,
So
good luck with that.
yeah, we'll see how
Yeah,
that.
I'm that I don't know if you recall, but when we drafted, it got, I had looked ahead at my draft slots and and I had an idea of, like 4 or 5 players who would be available in that draft slot. And I lined up like I think the first 12 picks and like the last two or three. And there were a couple in there that I thought, well, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. And when I got to that, I remember what was his name? Brian Robinson was available. And I thought, well, who is that? And I looked real quick because I had these two screens open, and over here each on a different tab, I had the AFC depth charts, and over here on the NFC depth chart. So I quickly looked and went, Washington, wow, he's their lead running back. Yeah, I should grab that guy from my bench. He's a lead back. Well, then just before the season started, they sat him down and they said, we're going to trade him to the Niners.
Trade him to the Niners. Yeah.
So
And I had Garindo on the bench right before they did that, and they did that, and I'm like,
but that final preseason game, they played the rookie they got, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, or
yeah,
AKA Bill. And I thought, I think what I did is I dropped Robinson and picked up Ja'Cory. And then nobody paid attention to me dropping Robinson. So I moved Brandon Ayuk down to IR, and then I grabbed Robinson again. And that didn't work out for me. But in the last 2 weeks, Ja'Cory, they started to go, wow, this kid,
yeah,
he's really good. So I got really lucky picking him up, and I hope that it remains lucky. But on the other hand, just week after week, with rare exceptions, every player I have is underperforming. It's like I'm the Tennessee Titans this season.
well, hopefully, JCM can pull you out of that 1-4 slump you're in.
Yeah, I got him in my flex now.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, for the first week this week, there's a good chance that I am benching Alvin Kamara.
Wow.
It's a sad day in the Doherty
It's a
household.
sad day when you think about that.
Because he's just so great, and he's just underperforming. On the other hand, Ashton Gianti's finally kicking ass, and Quinshon Judkins is finally on the team kicking ass, and Amon-Ra always did, except the 1 week I really needed him to.
Yeah, and he chilled out a little bit. Oh well.
Zay Flowers, Zach Ertz, yeah. So, and oddly enough, I had to pick up the Jaguars defense this week.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Seahawks, going against my Seahawks. Anyway, I want next time. Maybe we should cover the waiver wire too. It's kind of fun looking at the waiver wire stuff, but not this week. Well, maybe next week. It's fun looking at who got in, because sometimes somebody beats you to something and you go, son of a. What do you mean Purple Rain got that guy before I did? I suck more than Purple Rain.
What do you call goal line touchdown fumbles? Put your comments below.
And we got to give it a name. The Leon Lett play, the Sean.
Whatever.
God, what is that guy?
I don't know. I think there's so many of them. I'll have to look some of them up. Gardner, anytime, you're welcome. We got room for you. We have a special gift for you. Anytime you want to show up, you're here. Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin action figure for you. Mint condition, still in the box.
Mama Jamma.
Look at that, with the knee braces.
Oh, wait, let's get the reflection off of it. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Without the reflection. Look at those
belt.
Red knee braces, title belt. I think does he have a can of beer over here?
Beer can.
He's got a can of beer.
Gotta have it.
Does he?
All right, folks. We will see you all next week. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, or your friend, or your mom.
Mom's cool. Be good to each other.
Hey, mom's cool. Be good. Thanks, man. It's good to see you.
You too.
All right.